good day. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kosi Juliet. I'm a nurse that found passion in interior designing. And for today's video, but first of all, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're just seeing this face for the first time, please do well to like and subscribe and turn on the notification post to keep seeing our video. So on today's video, we're going to talk about 5 simple hacks on how to decorate your house. Personally, even if you wouldn't want to employ an interior designer or interior decorator, these are the 5 simple hacks that will help you to work on your house by yourself, and and that hack will give you a good result. Before I start this video, I'll be putting up a disclaimer. This video, the information here is based on my experience so far as an interior decorator and designer, and as well, due to my years of practice. So one of them is painting. Like, painting is sometimes underrated. Should I say it's overrated? You wouldn't understand what painting, a good paint, does to your home until you do that. A good paint comes with having a clean screening. Having a clean screening. But this is my channel. I'm here to improve people. Like, I'm here to give you 5 simple hacks depending on your budget. I like working with client budget, and yes, I'm here to just give a tips depending on your budget, whether it's a clean painting, a clean screening, or you just plaster the home alone. Yes, painting is important. And then we are going to talk about the colors in painting. In interior designing and decoration, we understand colors. We study it. We take courses on colors, how to understand colors for a home, because it speaks a lot. It's very important in interior decoration and designing. It speaks a lot. It brings out the home. It tells the story. It tells who you are. Do you get? So when I come about colors, most times clients are very, very confused on colors to paint in their homes. Okay, yes, we see that scenario all the time. So if you are confused on the kind of color or the kind of paint kind of color of paint to choose for your home, I would advise you go for a clean colors, most especially white. Okay, you see clients saying, "Oh, we have children in our home, they will dirty it." Fine, if you have the money, go for an oil paint. Do not go for other paints that can be easily washed, or you can easily wash it and it's off. The dirt on the wall is off, and it doesn't really hold dirt that much. But white is a go. It will help. Any other thing you're putting into the home is matching. Every other thing you're putting into the home is going immediately. Do you get? So always go for a clear color, most especially white. You can go for most especially white. It should be light. It helps with other things to it helps other things to come together. Even if you didn't play much, it's a minimalistic color that helps bring out as much as possible. Even if you don't have money, white color helps to bring out whatever you have, and people are seeing it as it's beautiful. So it shouldn't be underrated. So the second tip is curtain. You should not underrate what a curtain does to a home. In this my YouTube video, I promise to be giving free tips on interior designing and decoration. I am a nurse that found passion in interior designing and decoration, and I've learned the skill, and I've had courses on them, and I'm practicing it as well. So I'm going to use this my YouTube channel to teach you both all about me. It's just about me. It's about what I do. Some tips about nursing, some tips about interior design and decoration. If you want to hire me as one, I'm readily available, and that's fine. But for now, I'll be giving out tips on what will help you put up your home together, and you will love it. Because I really think I like when clients are involved in the process of decorating their home, because at the end of the day, as an interior designer, as an interior decorator, I'm not going to stay in your house. You are the one to stay in your house. So I really want you to be involved in your home in as much as possible. So in as much as I am involved in your project, I also like my client to be involved, because at the end of the day, I'm going back to my house and you're going to stay in the house. So that is it. So that's number 2 is, as I was saying, number 2 tip is the curtain. The curtains, I'm going to go more details in curtain in another entire video, because curtain is a whole lot and people really do not understand everything around curtain, but do not underrate your curtain. most time I advise clients to put up their curtain from the ceiling to the floor, not halfway. But please invest in good curtain. Sorry, invest in good curtain. Curtain takes a home from 0 to 1,000. Do not underrate what curtain will do to your home. When I mean curtain, we have other types of curtain. We have blinds, we have normal material curtains, we have royal blinds, we have wooden blinds, we have a lot of them. So depend on the one you want. So I said it's a lot. So in another entire video, I'm going to make a video on curtain. Yeah, on a separate video because it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm making a video on that. So please invest in your curtain. Yeah, put nice curtain. Try and run it from your ceiling to the floor. It gives the home class. It brings out the home. Try this and thank me later. So let's be fast with the video. The number 3 of them is now lightning. I don't know. Sometimes I enter homes and I see blue lights, LGB lights. It's not what I call it. LGB lights produce blue, green, red, and all of that colors in a home. Sorry, I want to tell you this. If you like, invest millions and billions of money on your interior, on your home, in the name of you're decorating your home, and there's no good lighting in that home. No, nah. You are not going anywhere. So you invest in your lightning. Lightning helps to see the investment you've made. It will help us to see, oh, you spent money on this Turkish furniture, you spent money on this or that. Lightning is important. So I'm not totally ruining off blue light and all of that in a home, but it shouldn't be the main lightning in a home. And that is the reason why you have to employ an interior designer or decorator in the process of lightening of your home. The person will help you to position the lightning and all of that. POP design and all. So that it's not when the mistake is being done and most times we're cracking our brain to see how it will come back together. You're walking into a home and you're seeing just blue light as the main light in that home. No, it's a no. It should be a white light to bring out so that people, your visitor or whoever is coming visiting your home will see what you've put in that house, and it gives it an ambiance. It gives it it brings out the beauty. It brings out the beauty of the home. So I see people, like you can't put other colors like you or whatever, but then it should be an alternative, it should be like a second light and not the main light in home. Okay, like me, when I want to sleep, if I want to sleep, I like to off the light totally. Some people like to have like some trace of light. So blue light can be such a light that you can on when you want to sleep because it's a bit calm. I think it's a bit calm. So it shouldn't be the main light. So lightning is very, very important. As an interior designer, is a course on it. It's a course on it. So you need to understand it. You need to understand the art of lightning. So that's number 3. So is that number 3? Okay, that's number 3. Then number 4 is closing up empty spaces, empty wall spaces. Now, ways you can close up empty wall spaces. Yeah, even if it's a picture in a whole wall, it must not be, having a lot. I'm a minimalistic person. I like things to be done in moderate. It's not for what I like. I like things to be done in moderate. So when I mean closing up spaces, doesn't mean you should use pictures and scatter everywhere. You have clients that gives me a lot of portraits to put in their home, and I'm like, I'm not gonna put all of this. I'm gonna just choose ones that fit in areas I think okay it should go, and other ones maybe you should sell them back or you should put them somewhere. For you to be for you to employ an interior designer or a decorator, you have to declutter. You have to wave out some stuff. You have to just wave out some stuff because he or she might not use all of that. That is why an interior designer goes ahead and make purchase of a lot to fit in the home. But sometimes you can start using from what the client already has if that is nice. I don't believe in wasting money. I feel like even if this person is employing you with a budget or without the budget, like you should work with a little. Like the thing is that he or she has already, you can work with it as well. So that's it. So closing up empty wall spaces, you can use mirrors, you can use paintings, you can use wall clocks, you can use any decorative item, but make it simple. But just make sure there's a bit of closing up. Don't just make the wall that plain. So closing up empty wall spaces is very important. So on the number 5, that is the 5th one, the last but not the least, is investing in arranging that home that they have put millions of naira into. That is number 5 is cleaning, arranging, and smell of the home. All these together is the last but is not the least. So even if you spend billions of naira on your home and you never do not arrange your home do not have a nice smell, invest in diffusers, buy fragrance for your home, buy things that make your home smell nice. It is very important. Arrange your home, invest in arranging it. You put money into this place is beautiful, but someone is entering here and it's not smelling nice. It is important. Do not neglect it. So always buy diffusers, always buy all of that. So I think these 5 tips is like the basic, and I think it's very important and vital that I think most people do not know or don't know what is behind it. So that's why I picked these 5 tips, and I think with these 5 tips it will help you to some extent to work on your home. But then if you need help, I'm an interior decorator and I base in Enugu. You can call the number on your screen for your project and all of that, and I will handle it for you. So that is it. So thank you for watching to the end. I really appreciate your time. We'll have more of these tips, more of interesting thing about interior designing and decoration, and as well about nursing. I am a nurse. I found passion in interior design and decorating. I still work, yes. I work as an interior decorator, I furnish home and all of that. And then that is that. So thank you for coming around. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you watch this video to this extent and you think you have value, like you think you learned something on this video, please do well to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button, because we're going to have a lot of this in this channel. So I would love if you could like and share the video. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Bye bye.